Hi traders, in this video I am going to add some more functions and some really useful features to the EA. If you don't know, this is a part of the coding series where I am showing how to code a quality EA with ChatGPT, and it is because, first of all, AI systems really improved a lot since they were published first, and I think many traders were discouraged because of the awful experience when they tried to actually code something with those systems. This is very important. But I also think that most traders are not coders, so I have to think about all the details that you might need when you are coding with ChatGPT or Cloud or any other AI system. Everything that you will need to code, create, develop a successful EA. So I have to wear that kind of hat, and it is a bit tough for me, but I am doing my best. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this series so far. As you can see, I am really I really try to include everything important in this series. I really try to make it a good learning experience. It is great if you can backtest your strategies and you can code them with ChatGPT. First of all, we have the code that we started to code with ChatGPT 3 parts ago. I copied it from the code editor, and for first I want to add some things that you can't really miss. First of all, you know that every EA has a magic number, and it is also a confusion for many traders when you should use the magic number and how you should use it. So in this video I am going to tell you that it is a very important step if you want to create your own expert advisor, your own robot, to understand this. And I am going to add a comment, a trade comment, so you can name your individual, your trades basically, done with this specific EA, and so you are going to recognize them from all the other trades. Okay, so let's just start, and along the way I'm going to explain everything. I want you to add adjustable magic number and trade comment to this MT5 and QL5 code that we coded last time. Okay, I think this is going to be a clear enough version so it is going to understand this. And also, now I've worked on the structure of this video series, and believe me, at the end this EA is going to be insane because I have so many ideas to implement and add that I think is useful if you want to create your own. And so don't worry if you want a certain function, method, feature to be included. Just let me know in the comments, and I'm going to talk about that as well. Also, one other thing, if you're an advanced coder or AI code AI coder user, don't worry, these are just the first parts, and I want to make everyone to feel that they can code these. They can code these with ChatGPT or other AIs. And so if it is boring for you, then wait for the more advanced parts. But in this series I am also talking about the data analysis part, the stress testing parts that are just very important. And based on my experience with hundreds of EAs, nobody is talking about this or doing these kind of steps, especially when they are selling EAs for retail. So it is going to be also interesting for you, even if you are advanced in this topic. So I copied the code. Let's see the new inputs. External input for setting magic number. Yes. Trade comment. It's very simple, very easy, and here we go. Now we are going to just add this new code. Let's see if it has any issues. No issues whatsoever. That's what we like. And also, if you just start to watch this series now, for example, because you didn't watch the first 3 parts, I just want to quickly mention that I am always testing for first with 1 minute OHLC, because my EAs, the way I am coding them with the indicators and all the structure, and even with AI systems, they can be tested with 1 minute OHLC, and they are going to be the same, almost the same, because they are not such a thing the same on a mathematical level, but almost the same with everything based on Realtix and 1 minute OHLC. And this is just important. It makes everything faster. It makes cloud servers so much like faster. So I just wanted to let you know this. Magic number to identify EA trades. Very good. I just want to pick it up. Just a moment. I just want to pick this up and put it to the top, because it is just very strange that it is not at the top, in my particular opinion. So let's see what we have. I like to check all the things this way. Okay, I just want to put it here. With the mark spread, with the basics, and the trade comment is in a good, like pretty good place. Okay, so now we have the next part that we are going to add to this in this episode. I am also maybe going to do some testing, but in the last part I did a ton of testing, so I am not exactly sure. But in the last part we were doing the ATR trading stop, which you could see that with some great like adjustments to the basic default one, it can really be useful. Now add a break even, because top on the ATR trading, I think a break even can always help your strategy if it is tuned perfectly. So okay, great. Let's just do this kind of chit chat way. Great, Paul or dude, I don't know. Okay, great. Now add a break even that is based on the take profit, and it is working with a X per take profit. Yes, it is the system of course already knows what break-even is, so I don't have to explain it what it is, but I could. It is just I don't want to make this video too long because I know you have other things to do. So I just told it what is my idea of this particular kind of break-even that I want it to code, because this is very important. Most people are using the pip-based one, and I don't really understand. I think it is mostly maybe because it is just a reflex, how I say this, like a habit, because you know, most break-evens are based on pips, so why not use a pip-based break-even? But I think everything based on a correlation is better. And why not with the take profit? Because the break-even is in connection with the take profit. So this is just some logical thinking, and we arrived to the conclusion that everything is better with percentages and some correlations, you know. Let's see for long positions. Okay, so yeah, it is a percent based one. I want to see what kind of, yeah, just a break-even percent. That's fine. We can add an offset. I think it didn't have the offset. But in a moment it is going to add it as well. Just for safety reasons, I am usually adding an offset parameter for the break-even. Yes, as it is saying, the user want that offset parameter input. Yeah, it is just something that makes it how I say, it makes the whole EA safer, and if there is something in your code maybe, then it can help you to eliminate very bad situations, especially if you are trading with a bigger amount of money that for you is significant. Then you don't want any bugs and stuff that are, of course, that are affecting the whole money management part of the system. So it is just something that I recommend for you to add if you are coding with ChatGPT, or without ChatGPT, your own EA. Yes. Let's see, just for fun, because I like to test. For fun, just play around a little bit with this. Of course, who bought this source code, I am going to also update the EA on Gumroad, the source code, with every video. It is very important. I put it in the description. You know, this whole series is completely free, so if you want to support this series, if you think it is great, if you want it to be a long-lasting series, consider buy the source code, to play around with it or anything. But I also encourage to follow the series and learn from it and do the exact steps. So, you know, whatever. But on a more serious note, I have several EAs that are now pretty profitable. You can check them out on my FX book and MQL5 as well. The ATG Gold Trader is running since October, and it reached 114% gain. It is in a profitable trade currently, so we are going to see that one as well. Now, just one thing that I forgot, I think, but let's see how it actually. I think that actually the trading stop, not the trading stop, the break-even added to the strategy, because now I am seeing a more stable curve and bigger profit. Make the break even true false. So it just means that I want to be able to tell the algorithm if the break-even is even in place, so with any parameter input, or it is completely switched off. It is just this. It is very simple. So if it's switched off, it doesn't even considering the break even, which is better for testing and everything, when you can adjust these with a true or false. Okay, I don't know if I should check this, but it is just a habit now. Yes, this is pretty straightforward. And also the one other thing why I'm doing this is because for this series it is exceptionally useful. So I can run a test this way, and then if we are interested in how if the parameter is working, if the AI coded it in the right way, and especially if you don't if you're not a coder, you can very easily test it, because you just go ahead, click on false, and check the test now, some random, you know, or all what you can remember, all the numbers, and you just run it without the break even, and then you are going to see if it's different or not, and from that you know if it's working or not. And it's clearly working because we have very different numbers. Actually we have a little bit higher profit but lower trade number, so you can check it out, try out different kind of let's see 10%, which is a little bit crazy, but I want to see it. And also I wanted to let you know that you also always need to check your new parameters and logic with different inputs, numbers, because you have to double check or your own codes as well, but AI codes definitely. It is just a good advice, you know. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. We have a higher amount, like more than double amount of trades, more higher win rate, but much lower profit. So of course this is not working like the 10%. No, the break even is working. The EA is not really working with the 10% break even, and it is completely logical. Let's just do 80 and go ahead and add the one more thing that I wanted to add in this part of the video of the series. Pretty good. It's kind of the same as with 50. That's the amount of trades. Okay, so one more thing I want to add. I am thinking about two things, because I'm always saying that I'm going to add some new entry to the EA, but actually I don't even know if I want to add it in this video, because I want to make a whole video about when I'm adding new entry and new entries, new entry conditions to the strategy, and why you know, mess this up. It is more logical if I now just add things to the exits and the money management parts. Yeah, I'm going to add one more thing in this video, which I recommend for you to use, but it is not a must, of course. It is just something that I like to use, which is another method of risk calculation. And for me, when I'm trading at prop firms or my account or basically anywhere, I am using this. This way I can add, for me it is like an absolute parameter for risk calculation, because for now we have three types of calculation: the fixed lot, the equity, and the balance based. And I want to add something like this different, because now what it means is that it takes a chunk. For example, with a fixed lot is like obvious, but for the equity percent, it takes a chunk of the equity and it is trading with that. The balance the same, and of course we have a maximum lot size allowed, so it's for safety. But I want to add something. Add a new lot calculation method to the algorithm. The method, it is, I want to phrase it to ChatGPT in the best way possible, because I haven't phrased this really. Okay, so the risk calculation is going to be working based on the SL and the balance. Let's do an example. If I put 1% in the field, but basically 1, because I don't put a percent in, but I hope it is not that autistic. Who knows? Yeah. Okay, so I at sometimes I can really relate to this, because if somebody is telling me this, I don't know, I am maybe more autistic than this AI model. Okay, so what if I put 1% in the field? It should mean that if a trade hits stop loss, it is going to be around 1% loss. I am saying around because mathematically it is not going to be exactly 1%, because of like various market conditions and everything, but it is going to know what I mean. Let's just start with this, and we are going to see if it understands it for the first time, because I don't want to waste time, you know. Maybe it is going to understand it. New method, considering how... Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, it is closely related. Yeah, let's see. Below is updated in the version new lot calculation method risk-based. When selected, this method calculates the lot size, so if the trade is stop loss, the loss will offset the percentage. Yes. Yeah, I know, of course. But I am always using this, and I think I didn't really see it. Haven't seen it in other ones, other EAs, so I think it is something that I can, I don't know, teach you with this series. I can play around with. Okay, lot size calculation method, of course. Let's see. Balance, compute the risk. Compute the lot size in risk management. As a result, the lot size. That's great. This method guarantees that if the trade is stop loss, the loss will be around. Okay, yeah, it understood it for the first time, so we are good with that. Paste it here. No errors at all. That is what I like. How it is here? Yes, new method using stop. Okay, it's funny. Let's just run a new test as well. I like to run tests, because sometimes in this particular testing environment things are like these kind of parameters are a little bit different, and I don't know if it's, I don't know, it is not and also because I have a maximum lot size, so I just put 100, why not? And we run it again, because it is not fair. Yeah, now it is going to be crazy. But let's see. Okay, so everything is working. Now, I hope you enjoyed this part. In the next part, I'm going to add more entry conditions, very carefully selected entry conditions to the EA, because these are not things that you want to really mess with, because they can result in an effect that your EA is not going to be actually better or more sophisticated, but it is going to be just too complex. It is also a thing, but we are we are nowhere near that point. I am just telling my wisdom here, if you want it or not. So I hope you like this little part of this video series, and just for the end, let's call it something crazy. The Nomad Gold AI EA. It is awful ugly name, but at least the, like, you know, as it is looking like. But this is going to be now the comment when you are running, like for example, you are running a test, because I know maybe you are a beginner, so I want to show you everything that I can. The magic number also is now here. You can adjust it, but I am going to explain it in the next video, or in the next videos, one of them, how to use it and why it is so important. So here now you have the comments, so you know exactly which EA did the specific trades. I hope you enjoy this. Ciao.